Do it.
This is Comic Burrito, a live stream. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
And I'm Nick. Hi.
And Nick's always got to have a few words in the intro, as is tradition.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing well. I'm
Yeah,
speaking
Cut a
for
tree
Cole.
down with a chainsaw today, so that was pretty cool.
I mean, your day peaked like hours ago then.
But I'm with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, you said it peaked, and then I said, but I'm with you guys, so I was.
So it's going back up. Oh, isn't that just? Oh, yeah, nice. That's special. Yo.
Nick's looking for something.
Nick's digging for something. It may or may not have to do with our special guest coming up in a little bit.
No.
No?
It may or may have something to do with a certain giveaway that we're doing after.
Oh, that's the one that you're looking for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just going to do some Dark Side Is type shit with this.
Some little what is it called? Subliminal
messaging?
Subliminal, yeah.
What's
It's not
ahead
very
of the
subliminal. We've been
Should
talking
we
about it a lot.
Buy this book.
first in was Nick.
Nick with the first
What?
comment.
Nailed it.
Hey, Nat.
What up, Nat?
I feel like every time
All
I
hail
try
the
to do
Comic
early-
Burrito Bros. Okie dokie.
This is the Church of Comic Burrito on
Worship
Saturday,
us.
10 p.m.
Yes, special. That's so nice.
Little bit of Saturday night blasphemy.
We got pixels,
Pixels and
and pens.
pens. What's up, man? I love your graphic.
Sam King, welcome to
Sam
one of our
the
favorite
King.
Canadians.
What up?
Sam.
Are we saying one of our favorite Canadians now? Is it a problem if I say my favorite Canadian?
Canadians.
No.
Suck it, Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh.
I mean Justin Bieber, though.
You know what? Good point.
Is it?
No, it's not.
No.
It's a terrible point. It's maybe your worst.
This is now canon. Todd has poop issues.
No, he hears it. That's a rumor. I have audio that it's you. As does Cole.
Like 90% sure.
Oh, and Robin
Just
Sparkles.
upstairs.
Because How I Met Your Mother.
Let's
go to
the
the
mall.
mall today. That's the new This Week in Comics that we're going to do. That's the only
We're
way
just
that we finally got Nick to sing on stream.
We're just gonna go to the
But
empty mall.
And it took Robin Sparkles to get him to sing on stream. Amazing. Wow. Who would have, if I had known that's all it would have taken.
Oh
Man.
yeah. I'm
We got
pretty
Oh,
sure.
Jared.
and
Hey,
Jared
Jared.
Lujan.
Pretty sure I've done it before.
My
Who's that?
goodness. Who's that? Even in his, this guy reps so hard. Dryfoot's even in his icon.
Have you-
That is.
Have you guys seen that second printing cover?
Yes, and I have it. I've already talked to my comic shop. That's happening
Is it
because
too late, Jared? Is it too late to pre-order? Are we past the FOC?
I don't. He
I don't
wants
think
that.
so,
He
but
wants that
maybe.
third printing, so he's just gonna tell everybody to just keep asking for it.
I know. I need to order it.
He's like,
because-
"How do I get another dope cover out of it? Come on, people."
yeah. What would be next? What would be the next cover? What would
We
be-
have 2 more days.
A Stranger Things esque version with the kids,
I like that.
but I don't know. That's just an idea.
Sure.
But Jared, make it.
Yeah.
But it's Jared doing it.
You should just make 3 of them and give them to the best burrito themed
Only 1,000
oh.
printed.
YouTube shop. Yeah, there's only. a
I know
couple.
that's why I texted like my guy at like 10:30 at night, and I was like, "Sorry, bro, but I
I
want
might
this."
message them.
Uh-oh, Bozer's getting a little sad.
Oh, FOC is 9/21. All right. So yeah, you got time. You got 2 days.
Everybody, quick message your shop and get that coming.
Yes,
No,
it's not too late.
I mean,
Comic
but, like,
book people
after
stay
we
up
message
late.
our job.
Well, they'll get it in the morning. Otherwise, I mean, although it is
Yeah.
Sunday, so that they'll appreciate the prompt message.
The prompt message. Yeah,
Prompt
sure. Okay. No, we'll just keep going.
Just go. Yeah,
We'll just go with it. Oh, he did it. There you go. There you go, poser.
Oh, so nice.
It's because here everyone loves each other. Two
Right.
bros, it's a fight.
Right. You guys want to watch the
And there's
short
magic.
box get knocked over?
No, I don't. It's funny when 1 or 2 comics fall off of Cole's thing. A whole short box would make me really sad.
I love when I watch Poser like unbox something and his kid just drops it on the ground.
Yes.
Like, oh,
Dang it, Charlie. Oh, he's here. Well, okay. To be fair, that's literally every week, Poser. Literally every week.
that's why his D&D character is based off Eeyore.
Ooh, and look at this. Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna bring
Scout, Mad Cave, AWA, Aftershock is getting into that now with Join the Future and Disaster Inc. and
Dead Day.
That's so cool.
They're oh my goodness. Golden Age of Indies, everybody. It's the fucking best. It's amazing. There's no pouting in comics. That's not true. Have you read Tom King? It's basically all pouting.
It's like sobbing.
It's just pouting.
There's a lot of looking out windows.
Oh man, this rain makes me feel things. Such deep
I like
things.
this one. Are they
My
in
girlfriend-
Michigan? I can recognize the accent.
Oh shit, yeah.
Michigan.
Did I say bathroom?
Oh, that's Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from here or was from here.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
That's why you knew.
That's not fair.
You
That's not fair.
know the miracle of Verner's. You know.
Once I
You
read all 4 hotel
every
books.
AWA book again today. Oof.
Okie
That's a
dokie.
lot of reading.
That's
I'm
a lot of
jealous
reading.
you. I cut down a tree with a chainsaw.
That's a lot of feelings also.
Yeah, it's not in here. I knew it wasn't going to be.
You didn't find it?
No, I went through all my comics just now, and it's not in any of them. I know where it is. It's upstairs on my nightstand. It's fine. I have it.
Hey
It's
everybody, you can win a comic from Nick's
Yeah.
nightstand.
All you got to do is go to Twitter, retweet it.
Yeah, you got a couple minutes left if anybody.
I
has-
don't
Hello.
know if that makes it. Maybe don't CGC it.
It has been
That's
double
all I
wrapped
got.
this whole time.
It's been double wrapped this whole
been
time.
double
I need to know about that.
I put tinfoil on it, and then I
Oh,
wrapped it.
back. Yeah,
And then you put a layer of paper so that when you open it
Yeah.
up like a
Right.
burrito.
Right.
perfect. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Hey K Titus, what's up?
Yeah. From Japan, you might be the farthest person from us.
Yeah, it's him or Whack.
Whack.
It's
Whack
Australia
you?
versus Japan all over again.
Look what I can do. I never. This is the first time I could do
And now
this.
you can click things.
Oh, that's
It's
great.
very exciting. Now you can
Great.
type whatever you want and
Yeah.
just put it on
Now
the
it's going to
screen.
be a 3-way battle for clicking the same comment.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
true.
that's the 3-way.
I'll only do
Yeah,
it because
definitely.
sometimes you guys are like blah 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 blah, and then I see a comment and you guys are just going, so it'll be good.
Yeah, I mean that's like all of our dynamics.
Like all of them.
Yeah,
That's what we do here.
it's basically one person waits for the other two to stop talking.
Yeah.
It works. It lets us search for comics, pour the
Pour a
rest of
bottle of
our
white wine.
Pinot Grigio.
No.
Oh,
Sa-
all right.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon-
Ah, I didn't know
It's
you were
a,
French. I
it's
had
a,
no
uh,
idea.
I took like 8 years of French. Yeah. No.
Yeah, I could. It paid off.
It shows.
Definitely shows.
Your parents
I
must
took-
be proud.
I took German, which is probably why I can't speak French.
I took 8 years of French. It was just French 101 and 102, though.
If I went to like a French restaurant, I would like hold the menu and I'd just be like, "This one, please."
This is fine. Yeah.
This one. I would just pray that it's like lettered where it's like D9 for the ninth dinner.
What up, King Paul?
I can't. Paul.
Good to see you. I really thought it said pooping in for a bit, which would be great. Because we're always here for if you're on the shitter and you need something to watch, we're here for you.
Yeah.
The
Catalina
Catalina fucking wine
mixer.
mixer. Yes.
There's no shrimp here, though. Sorry that our party
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Oh, yeah. Hilarious. They both.
Oh,
damn
there
it.
it happened. It happened.
It happened. It's too many. We have too many cooks in the metaphorical comment kitchen.
Too many cooks. Too
Oh.
many cooks.
Animile. Did I say that properly? I never got confirmation last week if I actually said your name. Animali Comics? I don't know. I'm going for it. That's what I think.
Thank you.
Because somehow I've become the one that has to pronounce the hard things to pronounce. It doesn't
That's
really
your job.
seem fair. It's a shitty job.
You have to do all the heavy lifting. Me and Nick are here for the good looks.
Well, thank goodness then we're fucked then. Thank goodness then if it's my job to say the names that our guest tonight, it's maybe not spelled, spell check won't tell you it's right, but it's easy to pronounce. He's got a new comic book coming out. He's killed it with it. You guys are going to want to pick this up. Maybe that's it. So we've got a Drive Thru Burrito with Stonie Williams.
Welcome.
Hey guys.
I want a burrito mobile so bad now. I didn't know it was the thing I wanted.
That would be so awesome.
Get some street tires.
Oh yeah.
Just run around throwing tamales out, sell tamales out the back. It'd be perfect.
You're not even throwing burritos, you're throwing tamales.
Yeah.
You're not even on brand with your burrito mobile.
Burritos. That
It's not like us.
It's like Batman throwing catarangs. I got the Batmobile.
Oh man.
Hi Stonie, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
That's definitely our best intro to date. So you have a book coming out that you wrote.
It's at the. When does it come out? Is it
October 14th.
Soon.
Yeah.
2 days after my birthday.
Oh, there you
go. So close.
Obviously, we all know that.
What a birthday present.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
It really is. I read the book a couple times now. Because I enjoy like fallen hero, imperfect hero type stuff a lot. So this was a cool book for sure. I don't know if you want to give us like a little rundown of
a little synopsis,
premise,
the elevator pitch.
Well,
but you have more than 12 seconds.
You read it several times for my writing. It was all Jeff's artwork. That dude was freaking amazing, and the really stuff he put in the background, like, insane. Villainous follows sidekick Tilly as she's introduced to the superhero apprenticeship program, and she's paired with her favorite hero. Unfortunately, things don't go the way she expects them to, and she finds out some stuff she wasn't meant to know, and things snowball from there.
Yes, they do. It's really awesome. And yeah, the writing is very excellent. Fantastic job with just the premise and everything. And then it is, once again, Mad Cave is just, they seem to just do really well pairing up people. It really seems like the artist fit this story really well and how it is, because it does have like this kind of old school feel to it, which works out really well, but it's really well done. It's not like it's not polished or anything like that.
Sure.
But it's got like that kind of old school superhero time when like superheroes were like the bee's knees and everything was great. And then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of parallels you could draw to like Avengers or Justice League. But one of my biggest and earliest inspirations for superheroes was actually the Protectors from Malibu Comics. And most of them were older public domain heroes. And so that's where I drew a lot of inspiration from. So yeah,
that's cool.
It seems like a pretty vast world that you're kind of working in already in just issue 1. Do you have like a planned finish right now, or are we doing 6 issues? Is this ongoing? It's going
to be a 5-issue series, and then depending on how well it does, Mad Cave might pick it up from there. But I like endings. I don't like things to just be left open and leave people hanging too much. But So I like endings. So I feel like what I've done with this is enough that you could walk away satisfied, but left enough breadcrumbs to follow into other things if we wanted to. And then there's always, backstories and stuff we could do as well. So I definitely think that there's more to explore there. Sure.
Yeah, it was cool with like the opening pages. You kind of break down a few of like the main heroes and then a few villains and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, it's just perfect because if you wanted to just kind of go off to this way or that way with something, you can just create a new character or thing to go down. But yeah, I liked it a lot.
Maybe maybe a cop's perspective or something like that. You can just go a completely different way, see what it's like to live in the world that's set up here. Which I always selfishly I want you to do that because I always love those stories.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's kind of it like the world seems so familiar because, like you said, with your domain heroes that you pulled from and stuff, like it almost feels like it's not an issue one. Like it kind of seems like this is just something that everyone's pretty familiar with, superhero sidekick type stuff, but you are introducing some new ideas with the perspective of the sidekick and stuff too.
Well, I hope so. I mean, you can definitely draw parallels to The Boys or The Watchmen, stuff like that. But I feel like we took familiar tropes and gave them a fresh enough twist and different points of view to make it original. And, I definitely had, my own message that I want to convey with this stuff and these tropes. So
cool.
What was the process like getting it to fruition?
So when I initially submitted to the talent hunt, I submitted very late, and they emailed me pretty quick afterwards, and they approached me with 2 ideas. And I always think it's funny talking about this part because looking into getting comics before, I always saw the message, don't do superheroes. The market's cornered. You'll never have the next Superman. You'll never have the next spot. Don't expect to see your stuff on a lunchbox. It's not going to happen. And then they had this idea for a superhero comic book. And being a late 80s, early 90s kid, that was my thing. And I thought I could really do something with this, even though I had no plans to ever do a superhero comic book. I thought maybe I could do something with this. And my initial idea for the artwork was more of like a Americanized anime kind of deal. And Justin Birch. And but we ended up going with Jeff and his style, and it actually blew me away. It ended up being he understood these characters in ways I didn't expect, and it really surprised me with a lot of his stuff. So.
Oh man, Justin Birch is the fucking worst. Man,
he always has
that guy.
Mute whenever he shows up.
Yeah, God, what a dick. No, he's like the best guy. And he also happens to be part of the creative team for Villainous. He did the letters.
That's right.
Along with Jeff Sadzinski and Joanna Lafuente. I don't know if you can confirm or deny those pronunciations, but
Jeff Zardinsky and Joanna Lafuente.
Hey, I got the second one right.
Close.
Pretty close. Pretty good.
As I'm reading this,
how was the
issue,
collaboration with it? Oh,
I think the hardest thing for me was I kept being like, "Why is this the title of this book?"
Oh.
And at first, when there's that part where she meets,
you didn't read the synopsis.
I hear him when he's saying the thing about the I've got some weird things that I've got to do for you. I was just like, oh, is this a Homelander incident right here? Earlier, I was like, is he gonna do something really uncomfortable? Because I'm not ready for that right now.
You asked about the collaboration process, and this book was a little weird. Unfortunately, there were some issues with scheduling with artists in the beginning, and so we had to switch artists very early, so things got delayed, and until they brought on Jeff. He was fresh off a Show's End with Anthony Cleveland, and they knew they couldn't let him go, and so they asked him to work up some stuff for the book, and I'm so glad they did. I really lucked out with Jeff. And because it was so late, I kind of took a back seat with the. I mean, my stuff was done months and months ahead of time, and then when they brought in Jeff, so I kind of took a back seat, and I was afraid I was a jinx because I talked too much to the other artists, and I was like, maybe I maybe I'm bad luck. So maybe I'll step back and let Jeff do his thing. And Jeff and I didn't have any communication until he was well into, I think, issue 3 or such. And I don't think Joanna and I have spoken at all. Justin and I have talked a few times. He's a really great guy, and I love the work he did on the book. So.
Yeah, he always does solid.
He kills it with letters. That guy, there's a reason he's everywhere. Like you go grab an indie book and it's like a 50% shout Justin Birch.
Well, he's doing almost all of Mad Cave's titles right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's the Sal Cipriano of Mad Cave, because Sal Cipriano's doing like all of AWA. Which is awesome. I love that these companies are like, I'm just gonna take this letterer and you're mine now.
I don't know how we can make letterers compete, but I want to see that Netflix show of
Hey, I watched a whole documentary about Helvetica. I'd watch the shit out of that.
There you go. That was just one font. These guys do it all.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's knocking out these books for Mad Cave like he's just a machine. I don't know if they've got him chained up in Mark London's basement or what, but
they let him out to open up some toy boxes and then they pull him back in.
His internet only works when he types out a certain amount of words so that he can go to Amazon to buy the toys. That's how they do it.
Genius. That's very smart.
Yeah.
Top Fonts, hosted by Justin Birch. Hell yeah. There you go, poser. Put it in production. Make it happen.
Top Fonts.
Top Fonts.
I get like a little bit of money for that somehow.
Is that like right? Is that like is that going to be like Top Chef or I want to see the what's the one Chopped? I want to see that, but they're stuck with like Comic Sans and Papyrus, and they're like, you got to make a good lettered book out of this. They're like, how are we going to do this?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, wingdings. Everyone's swearing through this whole fucking book. This is one big curse word.
Have you done any other work that we might have seen before?
Absolutely not. I've done some short story stuff with Ashcan Comics Pub.
Okay.
Short story stuff paired with art with Nate Lindley. We're working on a couple of things right now. But as far as comic books go, no, this is my first book. I did one script for Top Cow's Talent Hunt like 2 years before I did Mad Caves. And then I wrote a script on my own. And then I did Mad Caves. So.
Nice. That's awesome. I say, because Ashcan Poser, who's on here, talks about Ashcan a lot. He's a big fan.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And I think you were on a show.
Okay, let's not. Right? I mean, he's okay.
Easy.
Good.
Well, so you like the process of obviously you said you've been a comic book fan in general, right? Like growing up.
Yeah, I when I was really young, my mom started working in a comic book store in Tulsa, and so I kind of grew up in the back of a comic book store. It was my every guy that was there was my uncle, right? And one of the guys that worked there was R.A. Jones, who worked for Malibu Comics. He wrote The Protectors and Ferret. He did some work for Marvel and DC. So I've just kind of been in the culture and around the retail side, and then knew some guys on the back end for a long time.
That's cool. That's awesome. We do ask this of everybody, and you don't have to be honest if you don't want to, but what are you reading right now that you are enjoying?
Oh man, everything from Vault.
I was ready for you to say Mad Cave, and I was going to be like, chill.
Vault, Scout Comics, and Mad Cave. Yeah, those are my
it's a good trio.
That's all I'm reading right now.
Do you have a favorite from each?
Killing it. So
from each.
Because Nat, Jin, and something who's in the comments will very much love to hear what your favorite from each is.
That's a good question.
I'm sorry.
I just got caught up on the plot from Vault, and that's amazing. That I've never really been into horror comic books. Let me pronounce that correctly. And but I really dug the plot. It was really, really cool.
Awesome.
Scout's going to be harder to pick a favorite.
That's what I was like. Which one are you gonna choose?
And Mad Cave's almost impossible. I'm going to say, obviously, Villainous, right?
Yeah, I mean, besides Villainous, obviously.
Besides Villainous.
It's not
That's
out.
really
It
good.
has to be out. It has to be out.
Yeah, it's got to be out.
Yeah.
See, I'm friends with all the talent hunt winners, so this is like, choosing a best friend.
Which friend do you like?
One
the
is
most?
here
Yeah.
currently watching the video.
And one's watching like
It's probably Dryfoot.
you're already taking way too
Jared's
long.
close
Jared's
enough to
already
ride
like,
up
what
here
the
and
hell,
kick my
man?
ass, so I have to say Dryfoot.
There we go.
So besides Dryfoot,
And then now he's gonna send that little clip to all of the Mad Cave talent guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jared, Todd will edit that out for you and email it to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He's also been on this Mexican with swords trip. So I don't.
We talked about that. I'm
I
excited.
don't want to piss him off too bad.
Right.
I don't have any way to defend myself. I loved Savage Bastards by David Galliano.
Nice.
Over the Ropes surprised me in the best ways. Like, I haven't watched wrestling since I was a kid, right? And so when I heard they were doing a wrestling comic, I was like, really? But it blew me away. Like, it was so good, and I was completely wrong. And I've never been more happy to be wrong. Yeah.
If you're interested in another wrestling comic that's also awesome, Invasion from Planet WrestleTopia.
All right.
I'm glad you made that.
Excellent.
I am not a wrestling fan, and I love that book.
All right.
I love that book. It is so good. Yeah.
I'm glad you made that comment though about Over the Ropes, because we had this discussion between the three of us. Todd and I are both wrestling fans. Nick doesn't really watch wrestling, and I was like, this one maybe there's a lot of wrestling stuff in it, so it might not be as interesting. But now, like seeing as you saying, I haven't watched it since I was a kid, it might make it more appealing for Nick to go back and read that one too. So
I really dug it, and there was all kinds of little Easter eggs and stuff in there that was a lot of fun to watch for, and like I really dug the whole thing. Show's End and Stargazer from Anthony is just
Stargazer's awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. Those colors though, whoa.
yeah.
Yeah. Who else can I brag about? I've seen a little bit from talent hunt winner David Hazan, and I'm really excited for his book. I think that's.
Do you
Have I
read
missed
any?
somebody?
Do you read any big two? Or what was the scout book you chose? Am I going to double back on that and make you choose one?
Does
it start with a V? Or does it start with an I?
I just finished all of White Ash last night.
Oh yeah.
See, that's what I was leaning towards was White Ash.
Yeah.
That first
That's
issue
right.
made
And
me like,
Metal Shark.
maybe I'm not into this. And then I was like, I'll keep going. And I was like, this is so different than I assumed. The covers kind of confuse me a little bit because they've got kind of that Top Cow, like female sexy position cover all the time. That's not really my thing, but.
Hey, now
It's growing on you?
me into puberty, sir.
It's growing
Well,
on.
the book itself isn't like that really, which is weird. I don't know. I don't get it, but it was great and enjoyable. So
hard-hitting questions talking about it. Damn it. This is what happens when three people can do this. How does Stonie feel about Unbeatable Squirrel Girl?
Love Squirrel Girl, and I pick it up for my daughters who also like it. So
Awesome. There you go, Nat. You can be a fan now.
Big two, I'm really digging Thor, but I always have, like even when he was shirtless Thor or the
Lady
Mad
Thor?
Max bondage gear.
Oh,
Thor,
yeah.
I like that. Like I've always been a Thor fan. So
Thor's not popular or anything right now, right?
yeah. This last issue, have you guys read this?
8?
Like,
Is it
I am such a sucker for
7?
this crap.
I haven't read it yet.
With the number on the hammer. Have you seen?
Oh,
that?
I saw that.
We did see
Did
that.
you call it?
I did.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
After.
And-
Yeah.
Poser posted a video of him actually calling it and the response to it that was like, sweet, now I don't have to do this because I'm lazy and don't like to do stuff.
I called it, and then I called all of my kids into the room so we could call it again. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a sucker for shit like that.
So this is like the third time. Kane Paul. So we have a thing where, because this started during COVID, so we have a thing about pants checks that we actually have pants on.
Sure that we're
I mean,
wearing-
if you want to partake in it, you can. I wore
He's like,
sweatpants for this.
See, I'm wearing pants, okay? We have our pants on. It's a general check.
There we go. All right.
It's,
We got
I
pants.
hate all of you.
there we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Pants.
There it is.
Yes.
Are those
Ren
Ren
and
and Stimpy?
Stimpy.
Ren and
You-
yeah, they're Nickelodeon. I've got Ren and
You
Stimpy, Rocko's
wore-
Modern Life.
now you got a fan, Cole.
Yeah,
Cole,
we
Cole's
did.
a big Ren and
we did our
Stimpy
Like,
guy.
I'm so glad I wore
comic
pants
book.
to this interview.
And Ren and Stimpy was on mine because it was the first comic book I ever bought.
Did you get the packaged comic book? The one that was in the clear, like, sealed package?
Oh, the I know what you're talking about. Those
I think
guys.
The first one I got was the Spider-Man Powdered Toast Man crossover,
Oh, I had that, yeah.
and
So-
then there was like a detective one. I still have them. So
The sealed Ren and Stimpy comic, like, scarred me for life. So it had, Ren was saying something on the cover, but the plastic was covering it up. And so you couldn't see what he said. And my mom bought it for me. And she was like, you've got to keep this in the plastic. You can't, like, you're not supposed to open it. You could never know what he says. And I stressed over this book for days. I can remember, I was like 8, maybe? Like, I stressed over this comic. And finally, I couldn't fucking stand it. And I ripped the plastic open. I pulled it out. And Ren is on the cover. And he goes, you stupid idiot. You opened the package. Now the comic is worthless.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Scarred
That's
me
sweet.
for life.
That's
So-
amazing. Now he never opens anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is still. He has a TV in a box on like a stand.
it looked
That's
good
how
on
I
the
ended
wall
up
like
with 5
this.
kids. I can't open any.
Nick too. Nick's got 4 kids. He doesn't know how to open anything either. So,
Definitely not.
Sub Couple Comics, man, people are coming in at a funny time. There's some pants checks and some unopening of.
Maybe that's why they're all here. They're
Galactic.
like, I heard there's a pants check going on.
I heard a pants check was happening. How's it going?
I mean, you might be the first person to do a pants check with us that
Yeah.
not comic book
I think it
poser.
is. It's a. I
Did
don't know.
Poser ever do one with us?
Poser.
I'm
have you ever
assuming
done
he had to have.
Nah, I don't think he
I don't
has.
think he
Have you
has.
met Poser? I have pants on. Just
I don't think he
believe
wears
me.
pants. I don't think he wears pants.
I
I don't
have
think he
pants
owns a pair
on.
of pants.
And he looks down. Never mind, I'm not wearing pants.
I don't have any pants.
There's gonna be one day where we all just should decide not to wear pants.
And then just like enjoy, everybody.
Here you go.
And
You
that's
had-
when the ratings went up.
Yep. Yeah, that's when everything spiked for us. Oh, Nat did one. Okay,
Did she?
so there we go.
Maybe I wasn't here.
So if you were to write like a property that's already
That's
involved,
right. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to somebody.
Oh. Goals
you
on
have
we're
one
gonna-
that you'd
goals
want to
on the
write.
business.
Yeah.
Besides store. Besides store. You'd
Yeah.
write store, right?
I'd absolutely write Thor. It'd be a Loki book, is what it would be. No, wrong direction.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Oh, dope. Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rad. That's a rad combo.
it ended up being a Loki book, but yeah, I'd absolutely write Thor. I can't think of anything else on Marvel side. I get just religiously. I mean, there's lots of good stuff, but Thor is like my thing.
That's your boy.
Yeah.
Do you have DC, or is just not a DC guy?
But he's got a
I
Harley.
haven't been lately.
I see Harley Quinn
like-
behind you.
Right, yeah. I mean,
And
I love
Batman.
Harley and Batman, but like, I don't know. I haven't really. The Green Lantern stuff with Liam Sharp. Like, I'll buy anything Liam Sharp does. So, yeah. But
Nice.
like property I'd write besides Thor, I'd love to do a Constantine book. Justice League Dark from that's my jam.
I love Constantine. He's like, this is my boy. I love Green Lantern, but I've always thought about getting like the Constantine
Oh
tattoo.
yeah.
It's been real close, and I'm like, that's a lot of tattoo. But
You should
Oh
do
my
it
God.
on the show.
That'd be fun. Just like, nope, still going. No, I love Constantine. Constantine and Justice League Dark. Oh my God. The new 52 Justice League Dark and then the current Justice League Dark is, oh my God. And then, have you read current Hellblazer?
Yes, I don't think I'm caught up, but
the
The Cy Spurrier one, right?
Yeah, Cy Spurrier.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's some of the best Constantine that I've read
For sure.
ever. That was incredible. I'm like, it feels like something that would have happened in like the early 2000s that didn't get much traction. I'm just like, yeah, like I don't know how this is still going, and then it fucking isn't anymore, of course. But I'm just
Right, yeah.
like it's so good. Fuck yes, Constantine. Yes, Constantine people, and then just and do you like Freakazoid? And that's hitting all the good questions.
Who doesn't like Freakazoid? Where did that come from? I mean, like
Dippy Pants is definitely gonna like Freakazoid.
Animaniacs, yeah.
Oh man,
Freakazoid.
hello nurse.
Have you read? Oh,
Yeah, did you
Apparently
read
don't.
Rise and Fall? Tom Taylor, Constantine.
Rosenthal.
It just
I don't
the
think I
big
did.
book.
it's Rise and Fall.
No.
Prestige,
Yeah.
Black Label. It's big. It's
Is that
Tom
Rise
Taylor.
and Fall? Or
It's
Rosenthal?
Yeah, he wrote
Right.
Rosenthal, but I think he meant Rise. Yeah.
Said Rise and Fall a lot of times since then.
I've been like doing nothing
There it
but
is.
Mad Cave stuff for weeks now, so I'm behind on all kinds of stuff. If it's not villainous, I'm behind on.
Who cares?
I do recommend if you're a big Constantine fan, Tom Taylor, Rise and Fall. It's prestige. It's real nice.
Pretty book.
It's old school like art style, but really well done. It's very interesting.
I haven't read a lot of Constantine, and I really like it.
I don't know if it's a great place. Like Nick enjoyed it, which I'm glad. I don't know if it's a great place for someone brand new to Constantine to start.
No, I'm aware of Constantine and
But you haven't
general stuff, but I haven't read lots of, because I read a little bit of Dark, and
I always tell people read New 52 Justice League Dark to like get into the character, and then go back to like late 80s, early 90s Constantine, and then dig in.
How do you feel about the TV show and Matt Ryan's Constantine?
I liked it. I have low expectations when my comics become other things, so I'm like
it's a good idea.
Yeah, it helps a lot. So I think I enjoyed it a lot more than other diehard Constantine people would, but I also expected nothing from it. So I don't. How did you feel about it?
I actually loved it, especially the show itself.
I liked it. It's
I really enjoyed it. I thought they took from the comic books as much as they could through TV. I even dug his stuff in Green Arrow or Arrow. I dug his episodes.
That was neat. That was fun to have.
I haven't watched Legends of Tomorrow since he joined the show. I fell off the CW bandwagon before that, but.
Me too. That's really funny because it's like I look back and I'm like, especially with all the DC fandom stuff, I'm like, I should go back and catch up. But then I look at it and I'm like, there's so much to catch up on. I can't watch like 8 seasons all at once, basically.
No. I just got caught up on the Harley Quinn show, and that's only 2 seasons long. That was like early this week. I finally finished it up.
You do Chosker, because I don't know if it's Chris or Oscar, so I call you Chosker.
Chosker.
Chosker. But yes. It's yes. And look at that. Yeah. That's neat. I also like the Keanu Constantine a lot too, but that was like
it's
R-rated and real dark and stuff, so I love it.
When it first came out, I wasn't a big fan, but it's grown on me a lot.
Yeah, I think it aged well because it's once you're I don't know what it was at the time, but yeah, no, I liked it at the time and I've just loved it more and more as I've rewatched it. But yeah. So Villainous comes out when again?
October 14th. And the second issue is November 11th.
Oh, man.
Can we still pre-order it?
The second issue is still going on for pre-order, the first ones. But if you talk to your local comic book store, they can get a hold of Mad Cave. Mad Cave is pretty good about working with local comic book stores and getting them what they want, even after pre-order. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Awesome. Anything else in the works that you want to talk about? Or are you laser focused? It took a lot of. We had to have Jared on twice to get him to talk about other things.
Yeah.
Drive Thru.
Yeah, it's been all villainous all the time. Let's see. I actually colored a story for an anthology called Cthulhu Invades Oz, and David Galliano wrote it.
Those are like two of my favorite properties. What?
And
Working
like I said, I'm working with Nate Lindley. I'm sorry, what?
Where can that be found?
They're still putting it together, but as soon as they've announced it, you can search for it on Facebook. I'll send you guys the link when we're done here. But they're still putting it together. But it's gearing up to be pretty awesome.
That's with Mad Cave, or
no?
it's just an independent, just their own thing. That's cool.
Mm.
I think there's some talks to do something with it later, but right now it's just an independent thing. They're planning on doing a Kickstarter for it, I believe.
Nice, nice.
So
we like the old Kickstarter. So
yeah,
may not be looking at
Kickstarter.
The cover is awesome.
I made it to like this year without doing Kickstarter, and then like pandemic and stuff hit, and it's like I'm bored in my basement, and it's like, let's order something I'm not gonna get for months. Let's do it.
Yeah. My wife had to sit me down and be like, listen, unless you want to live in the boxes that come with the Kickstarter stuff, we need to scale it back, dude.
Right. You got to pick and choose a little bit. And you're like, well, this is the only time I can get it. You don't understand.
Right,
I'm helping build other people's dreams.
Rewards. Exactly, yeah. We're making dreams come true here.
Yeah.
I can't worry about bills. We're making comic books.
Yeah.
The important things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it could
This
be
is
worth
why
a
we
lot
had
of.
so many kids, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we could lose a few. It's okay.
Yeah. They can start getting jobs soon.
Yeah, they can get jobs and support
That's
you.
true.
Well, they're there
That's
to
true.
plow the fields and to work the land, right?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
You have kids.
Yeah,
You gotta have those farmers. Yeah.
exactly.
Are we about ready for the question?
Oh. What? Oh yeah.
You think you're ready for the question?
The
The
question.
question.
Yeah.
This is the hard-hitting question
The
that we
question.
ask everyone on the show.
Every guest has to go through this trial and tribulation.
Yeah. So you're making the perfect burrito. How are you doing it?
Or you're going to buy the perfect
what's in it.
burrito.
Yeah.
You know, right now in my house, we've been making burritos out of pork, shredded pork, and cactus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can get jars of sliced cactus at Walmart. And yeah. So I make the pork, I put the cactus in afterwards.
I feel like I've had cactus.
You do like some. Is it a wet burrito? Is it a dry burrito? Cheese, sour cream, pico.
You know, my wife will pick on me because I'll say sour cream. When we got together, I hated sour cream, and now I can't have Mexican food without sour cream on it. So every time I put sour cream on my burrito, she's like, "Oh, I see you got some sour cream there."
It's good stuff.
But I like some salsa. I like what is it? I like sweet salsas. There's a pineapple.
Pineapple one, yeah.
Yeah, pineapple.
Is it from Trader Joe's by any chance?
I think
Trader
it's
Joe's-
Miss
Trader Joe's
Renfro's.
Oh, okay. Trader Joe's has an excellent pineapple
Does do
salsa.
that? Okay. Yeah.
Highly recommend.
And
We are
then
aficionados.
I like white queso on mine. Just
Trader
Ooh.
Joe's,
all over top.
send us money. or salsa.
Pineapple salsa.
I mean, we'll take chips or beer too.
Yeah, whatever you can get. Like a $5 off card, whatever.
Yeah, no. So, but those are the main things. Is you
That
get
is-
your
yeah, I mean, and then the kids have the stuff they like, but you know, we'll have lettuce and tomato, and everybody will do something a little different. But the pork and the cactus has been like every single time we make burritos. That has to be the main.
How would you describe like the flavor and texture of cactus in your burrito? Is it
do you grill it before you put it in, or like saute it? Do you?
No,
or
like
you just,
I throw a pork roast into the Instapot, and I cook it till it just falls the fuck apart, and then I actually make my own seasoning because a few years ago I ended up with high blood pressure, and so I was looking for ways to cut salt, right?
Yeah.
And the seasonings have got so much salt, so I make my own that has no salt in it.
Nice.
And I put that in there and cook it with that, and then when it's done, I just dump the cactus in there and mix it all together. So
nice.
It's nice. The texture of the
pressure
cactus.
cookers are the shit. Pressure
They
cookers
really
are awesome.
When we got one, my wife really psyched me out over it. Like, she's like, if you don't do this right, it will explode.
Yeah,
So-
you can Google like pictures of pressure cookers gone wrong and stuff.
But
And
the Instapot ones, it's like almost impossible though. The ones that are like
I was
automatic.
so scared. Like, I'm hitting buttons and then like running out of the room as it
You
comes
get
on.
flashbacks to the Ren and Stimpy thing. You're just like,
yes.
Yeah. So, but now I use it all the time. I use it to make like boiled eggs.
yeah, you can do anything. I love getting like a pork shoulder, throwing it in there with some barbecue sauce and some broth and some seasoning, and just lock it down and get some pulled pork for like no effort whatsoever. Oh my god, it's the best. But yeah, what's I think Nick really wants to know the texture of cactus.
By itself, I'm gonna say it's a little slimy by itself.
Is it kind of like asparagus, maybe? Kind of like
I don't think it's as
fibrous, fibery.
I
Kind
want
of.
to say now you make me want to like go to the kitchen and find some and like really study this.
Yeah,
Um,
grab it back.
I just want to go to Walmart right now and go see if they have some. I was there today looking to see if they had any Venom covers, and they didn't.
That's your comic book shop.
Apparently, Walmart has some exclusive covers, and people are freaking out over them. And I was going to go see if they had any, and they didn't. So,
Classic Walmart.
I didn't know.
Donnie Cates Venom.
Oh,
I don't know.
interesting.
It's a mix of only Walmart has them, and since it's at Walmart, like their workers don't fucking care, so they're just like, if you can find a good one, like
You're set. Yeah.
there's not very many, but I don't know. I figured it was 10 minutes out of my way. I was like, I'll go look.
I want to say it's more like a pickle without the skin on it.
Oh,
Nick likes pickles.
I do.
I mean, it doesn't have like that snap, with the skin on it.
Sure.
But like just it's more like that.
A little bit of mush, a little something like to it, a little bit of a bite, but not like a ton or anything like that.
Yeah. And the jar I get has got peppers in the juice with it, so it's got just a little bit.
I'm gonna have to get this. We're doing pork shoulder tacos with some friends here in next week Saturday, and I think I might go get some cactus now and try this out because it'll be in a taco, not a burrito. But I guess I could fold it a little bit more. I'm in. This sounds really good. I'm so hungry right now.
I actually have to shout out my friend Jay. This is my story's mom.
Yes.
Poser just messaged me that 15
times.
It just keeps going.
I thought he was going to ask if we should ask about, do you think Michigan is in the Midwest?
We know it is.
Midwest?
Yeah.
I mean, but it's like up.
Like the Midwest region. Because Ohio's technically part of the Midwest.
How is this
also.
debate still alive?
Poser asked me to ask him about it.
I guess you're right. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. See, the problem is.
See, Poser, we're right.
I hope my family's watching because my stepdad is from Michigan, and I used to give him no end of shit over being a Yankee because I'm from Oklahoma, right? And so I used to give him so much shit from being up north, right? So
we're basically Canadian.
Right. Yeah. So it's hard for me to think of it as Midwest, but yeah, I guess you're right.
Because there's no other better way to.
Let's put it this way: if it is Midwest, then we are right and Poser is wrong.
Well, then it's got to be.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And that's really what's important.
Oh shit, that's my sister. So yeah, they are.
Oh, hey. Hi, Stonie sister. Thanks for joining us.
My mom heard the Ren and Stimpy story too. I don't think I've ever told that one.
Maybe.
Awesome. Oh, and Joe also, thank you, Hollywood Joe. Michigan's is Midwest. End of story. Oh, and Poser's betrayed, which we've done our job. If we haven't made Poser feel betrayed by the end of the night,
you know what? This is our final issue of Comic Burrito. We finally did it. This is all we were here for.
Yeah.
We didn't even know when we started, but this turned into the goal.
But we knew.
I'm so sorry, Poser. We're still boys, though, right?
It's fine. You can go on his show later and talk trash about us too. So.
There we go.
I knew. It's okay. He comes on here and just talks trash to us on our channel, and then also takes it over. It's really funny because he'll get drunk enough and he'll dictate terms on our channel.
And we're just like, all right, well, all right. I'm here. I guess I'll just get drunk too.
Yep. Yeah, we don't need to do this.
It's north. Oh,
it's north. That's not a region. All right. Well, now that we've figured out the hard-hitting questions, we've seen your pants. Is there what message would you like to leave the burrito-ites, the burrito fam, the burrito verse? I think that's what someone keeps putting in the chat.
I like the burrito verse.
I think it's going to be burrito verse because we didn't name it ourselves, which is really what I wanted to do. I don't want to name that shit. So the burrito verse, where do they find you? What should they be looking out for? And why is Villainous the best Mad Cave title that's coming out?
You can find me at Bald Bearded Bard across pretty much all social media. I see flared nostrils. What's that about?
Are you a D&D player?
I am, yeah.
Nick, you could just leave now, Nick.
No. I have exciting news. I have exciting news that I wasn't going to share tonight, but I was having a casual conversation.
You're about to play D&D with other people, and I'm not your first DM.
No. I had a casual conversation with my wife this evening where she is interested in both of us playing some D&D sometime. So I guess that's a thing that's going to happen at some point.
All right.
If anybody knows anybody that knows how to play that game and can help us out, that would be cool.
If you have anyone else DM your first session, but me, I will murder you.
I gotta get some dice, right? Like I have Yahtzee. Will that work? Can I just steal those? Or
you can't. If you're gonna just play like Wizard or something, you just basically need D6s. But
we'll figure that out later. But yeah,
these are my Green Lantern inspired metal dice that I've.
Those are gorgeous.
Ooh, and I need to drop off those Hero Click Green Lantern actual dice to you.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Okay, sorry that got sidetracked.
Okay, anyway.
You said Bard, and I'm like, oh.
So, Bald Bearded Bard across social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I post some of my coloring stuff. I'm not going to say I'm terribly good at it, but I'm learning to color, and you can find that stuff on Instagram. And
you heard it here first. Stonie Williams, the self-proclaimed best colorist in the entire world.
That's right. Yeah. I just started learning the letter like yesterday.
Oh, cool.
So watch out, Justin.
Get him,
dude.
Would
you want to do your we call it like the triple threat, where like, do you have a book in mind? You don't have to tell us what it is, because if it's your like pet project or your like, it's like your idea, like something you would want to just do all on your own.
Like not specifically, but it'd be kind of cool to do that, right? Like, right. And I started doing this with the intention of just being able to learn other people's processes better to make me a better writer, right?
Yeah.
Like if I knew what the letterist was after better, then I'd be able to write to them better, right?
That's
so
cool,
that's the idea.
All I hear is you calling out. You're saying Stefano and Justin need to like wash themselves.
Exactly.
You're coming.
Yeah. I'm coming. But it would be cool to, just not have to worry about that sort of thing. Say, no, I can take that, but nothing specific. And then it's just villainous all the time. Mad Cave Studios. Watch their website. Watch their Twitter. They have a threadless merchandise store. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but I'm checking it every day, waiting for villainous stuff to pop up. They have got Stargazer shoes.
Huh.
Stargazer shoes, y'all.
Did Stefano color them?
I mean, it looks like it was taken straight
Does
from
it
the
look
comic
like it's from the comic?
Yeah. Go.
Nice.
They've got face masks of just about every
dope.
Mad
Masks
Cave
would be
title.
cool.
Oh,
I need to get some cool masks.
I have a Battle Cats one.
Okay.
Yeah, all the
Ooh,
scout
There's
books
one
usually
for
have a
Savage
mask.
Bastards and Over the Ropes and some Battle
Remember
Cats.
that? But yeah, I have the Battle Cats one with the mouth, and it's like,
Mhm.
I bought
Yeah.
that before I read Battle Cats.
There you go.
Yeah, I dropped your
There you
Insta
go.
and your Twitter in
Oh,
the
thank
chat,
you.
so people can follow you right there.
It's paid off, Johnny.
It was all
When they
worth
start-
it.
Dealing with us. You got an Instagram follower.
That's everyone's worth it.
Steve is a quality follow. That's a quality follow there.
All right.
Hey,
As
Joe.
soon as Mad Caves gets villainous stuff on there, I'm gonna go bankrupt. I'm gonna have an entire villainous like outfit from head to fucking toe. You guys,
Nice.
I can't wait. So watch for that. So yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Very
Hopefully
cool.
there's a top hat involved.
Right. I
Ooh.
mean, I could come up with so many cool things that they need to do. I mean, it's a superhero comic book, so we need stuff like trading cards and shit, right?
And like a
I mean,
A cape?
All the things.
maybe a singlet?
Like I've got
yes,
Who needs pants jack when it's just one thing?
it's true. It's one piece.
I think face masks for my comic. Like I've got a
A
character
Tilly
who's got
one would
the
be really cool.
A Tilly one, yeah, right? And then Sedition's got the lower face mask.
Oh yeah, it's already there. Yeah,
Right. Like it just like
it's a good idea.
yeah.
It does fit. That fits real well.
Yeah.
Then it would be. Oh, I don't know who I would choose. Sedition's really dope looking. But then, like, I like the idea of the reptile. I'll have to get both if they show up.
Exactly right. Just switch them out and
And then
keep
I'll
one in your back
battle
pocket.
cats. I'll have battle cats on, and then Sedition, and then Tilly. I'll just have all three on. And you thought that was my final form.
Right. Yeah.
Do you need to get going? I want to do our giveaway. If you want
I'd
to come
love to
back,
stick around for it.
we can annoy the shit out of.
He's entered. He might win.
Yeah. If you want to
Yeah.
stick around, we'll do the giveaway. I have to pee. You stick around. We'll do the giveaway, and then we can talk some D&D.
Sounds great to me. Yeah.
I know Nat would be very into that idea, and I actually happen to be starting a campaign with Cole on Tuesday. Cole and a couple, my wife, and then Jin and something, Nat from the chat, and her boyfriend. We're all starting a campaign on Tuesday that I'm DMing. So I'm in like
The other person?
deep D&D mode right now. What?
Sweet.
You're going to
Cole
exclude
Poser. That's right. Whatever.
He's playing like a
He's
grief
playing-
cleric or something really
name-
weird.
He's playing Eeyore, the Depressio. He's Eeyore the Depressed, essentially. That's his name. And he's playing a Vecna. He's playing a Vecna cleric.
I thought you were joking about his character being based off Eeyore.
No.
This is a
Dead serious. I can show you the character sheet. It's on D&D Beyond.
no, I don't character shame. No judgment here.
No, I'm very excited. It's also his first time ever playing.
Oh,
is
badass.
exciting.
So
Yeah.
Well, the
so I'm
rest of
gonna
us are
go-
making really weird like races and classes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm playing a Tauren from World of Warcraft.
I love home brewing. So like I'm always just like come up with some weird stuff, which I'm excited that Poser's doing weird character stuff. And then Cole and Nat and Cole's boyfriend. Nat's boyfriend.
Hey,
Cole's
Corey.
boyfriend, Nick. And then and Nat's the bard.
yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna go pee. I
go
love
pee.
you, Poser. Fuck you too, but I love you.
So
All
you're
right.
gonna drop, and then this is the first time
Yeah, you
I've
can-
done this, so I gotta add.
Are you gonna do this real quick? I want to
that?
see the spin.
You want to see it?
Ooh.
This
I'll
is the.
I'll stick around for the spin.
There's the cover. Well, you go do your thing. We can talk about it a little bit, I
Sure.
guess. I can talk about it a little bit. Just be quick, right?
Takes a long time.
It takes a long time. He says, "Oh, see, and I got too many computers going on in front of me now."
Why are you Googling my wife?
What are you talking about? That's not a thing. That wasn't there. That's not How do you make this full screen again? You told me how to do that.
I think it's function F11.
Function F. There we go. No. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. So, God. Didn't something caught it too? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. We got this super cool book from Nowhere Games. Right there. They were so awesome. This shop, I think they're in California, right? Yeah, California.
Southern California.
I jumped on the Once in Future train super late. So I had bought all the issues, but like my Once in Future #1 was like an 8th printing or something insane like that. And through Twitter, I got connected with them through somebody that works there, and they sold me a copy at cover price, which at the time was just super cool. They were, they don't mark their books up or anything. They just want to get them out, even if it's after the fact. And he had just a stash of them. So he sent me that. And while I was on the phone with them, they get these exclusive covers all the time. If you go to their website, they have lots of different stuff. Ram 5 wrote this one. What? I don't have it. It's still in the thing. My wife is looking for wine. I finished that, but it should be wherever you left it. Yeah, they get these cool covers, and in talking with them, I was like, all right, I'll buy this one, hearing the premise of the book and everything. It's like Indian trading company with vampire stuff going on. So I bought one, and they sent a second copy for us to give away. So that is what we will do. So if you were in the, and it was 1,800 followers on Twitter, so thanks for following back. So if you're not following Nowhere, go follow them. If you're not following
Nowhere and ours for the people that might not follow
Ram, yeah. If you're not following Ram 5, follow him, see what he's doing. Or is it Ram V? Am I
Ram V, I think.
Is it Ram V? I'm just going Roman numeral.
That's what I've heard other people
for no
say.
reason. Yeah, so check them out, and we'll wait for Todd to come back, I suppose.
Well, you can do some shuffles if you want.
But we can do some shuffles. I got this wheel. It took me forever to get this wheel. Here's full screen. Here we go. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
Well, now you can't shuffle it.
Oh, that's right. All right. So we'll do I had to like get into TweetDeck to get all the names to. This was way harder than I thought it was going to be. First of all, so hopefully this works all. We'll give it a shuffle there. These are all the names in there. If you see your name, I did a few practice ones earlier, but we'll give them a bunch of shuffles while we wait for Todd.
Somebody wants to know who let Nick in charge of the wheel.
I was in charge of this one because it's my giveaway because I got the book. I didn't specify, but you can only win if you're in the U.S. because I'm not going to deal with international shipping and stuff like that because I just don't want to. So I guess that would be the only thing we will have to double check with our winner, and if our winner for whatever reason is out of the U.S., we will get that to somebody else. But maybe on Wednesday we'll do a redraw or something. But I have pretty good confidence that it's going to work out well.
Did you ever figure out Hickman?
Understanding Hickman? No.
I feel that on like a deep personal level. That's
one of the first times we met. He was like, "Maybe I'm too dumb to understand Hickman."
No, here's the story. Todd's back, but I'll give the story real quick. What happened is I was reading East of West, right? And I read through on I finished it on Hoopla, and I thought it was the end of the story. And so I finished this, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't get this at all. Like, this ending is really strange to me. So I Googled East of West ending explained, and it turns out that I did not read the actual last issue of the book. So then I spoiled it for myself. However, it's been long enough now that I kind of forget everything that I got. So when the last hardcover comes back, supposedly in November, I will be finishing that story and rereading it.
birthed my favorite line ever.
Maybe I'm too dumb to understand Hickman. Yeah, maybe I'm too dumb. All right, we ready to do this?
Which is feasible, Hickman.
It's not like he's not an easy read by any means.
No.
And I feel like every book of his that I read, I'm in issue 4 and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to keep reading and maybe I'll get this.
I'll check it. By issue 42, I'll probably get it.
Maybe. Maybe. All right, we ready to do this
Gideon
one?
Falls at right now?
That's not even him.
No,
I know.
that's
It's the same. No, it's the same idea.
26?
Like, yeah.
Lemire.
But that's ending in 2 issues, 1 or 2 issues.
I know.
All right, and I will warn everyone that I've done some test spins, and Vault Comics, the who retweeted it, so they're in here because I kept it fair, so they're in here. They've won like 5 times. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm assuming that they're not going to want it. Ram is in here. I'm assuming that he would pass it along to somebody else as well. But
all right,
let's see how it goes. Ready? We did have a fun idea that every winner would be removed from the wheel until. There you go.
Mohammed Mahad,
you are the winner. I'm going to take a picture with my phone just to contact later.
We could screenshot as well, but that's fine.
I don't know how to screenshot on my Surface Pro.
Take it, send it to you.
I got it.
All right.
You guys talk D&D. You can drop this out. I'm going to just double check and make sure that everything's legit because he's also supposed to follow and everything else. So we're going to make sure.
Chaos says it's rigged. Obviously, he didn't win, so he's going to say rigged.
Yeah. There we go. We'll bring it back on if we need to. But
so everybody saw the tabs. I was excited about that.
Yeah, I definitely brought it up just so that everyone knew.
Okay.
Why Nick was being a creepo. This was something that was slightly.
He called it out.
Didn't everybody already know?
He's like, "What the hell?"
Is that something we needed more verified information about?
I'm not
sure. All right, so I got another couple beers, so I'm all set. I have at least another half hour before I have to pee. I pee a lot, which is why we have a banner that says my pee count. So, do you DM or do you play more? Because you're a writer, so it makes me. I would want to guess DM, but that doesn't mean it's always going to happen that way.
I like to DM. I haven't in years, unless it was for my kids. I have the nerdiest kids, and I love it. They're all into D&D, and I've DM'd for them before. I'm in a group right now where I'm playing, but we're taking turns DMing. So I think I might be next after the current one we're doing. But
do you do like one shots, or are you doing like an arc kind of thing? What do you do?
We've been taking turns doing an arc. So yeah.
How many sessions is it usually about?
Oh, I came in I started this group in the middle of the last one, and it's hard to say because we had COVID, and which put a weird halt on some things, and so I guess I want to say it's been not quite a year, trying to do every other week or so. So,
have you been trying to do it online or anything like that?
When we can, yeah. We're all real close together here, so sometimes we'll get together in person because it's such a small group.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, we're doing online because we have like Florida people and Kansas City people and then Michigan people.
Actually, the last time I DM'd, we did it online. I did. My brother got married, I want to say 2 years ago now, maybe 3. And they all start to run together anymore. But
right.
We're all like in our 30s, and so didn't feel like trying to get together and go out to a bar. And we're a little spread out over Oklahoma, so I was like, instead of a bachelor party, why don't I just like DM you a game over Skype or something? And so
That's cool.
Discord, we got together on Discord and
Nice.
20, and I DM'd for them. That was cool. It was just a one shot, but that was
Yeah.
cool.
That's cool. I forget. Do you watch any of the D&D shows or anything like that?
We were into Critical Role for a long time, but
There's
past year, I don't think.
Dungeon Run is another one that's going that I absolutely love. It's Jeff Kanata's the DM for it, and they've got some really great people. And one of his stories is how he did like a bachelor party thing, and he makes it all like for like him finding his wife and stuff like that in one shot, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do this chaos, which was going to be one of my questions. Do you read Die?
I haven't. Like, it's one of those things I always meant to pick up and haven't. But I've heard really good things.
If you like D&D, it's an easy recommendation because it's that.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The art's awesome in it too.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
I've bugged the Mad Cave guys several times about putting some sort of setting or something together for Battle Cats in 5e.
Oh,
I need a Battle Cat sandbox to play in. Like,
yeah, that's a great fit. Oh my goodness.
I'll wear them down these days. If I get enough people to say, "Oh yeah, that'd be awesome," yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous.
And like all the covers are kind of based off the different dies.
Yeah. And then it's really great.
Yeah, I'll definitely pick that up.
Watch.
How many issues in are they? Do you know?
I think
12.
it's on 12. Yeah.
12, 13. Yeah. 13. 13 just happened, I think. Which I haven't read yet, Nat. Don't yell at me.
I think 12. I haven't read 12, and I don't think. Well, maybe I don't
There's
know.
a 12? Whatever. The newest one, I haven't read yet. And Nat's going to be pissed at me. But that's fine. Because that's not new.
So how do you guys feel about a Twitter account that basically 99% of their tweets are just retweeting giveaway stuff and not actually anything? And the account also is not following or being followed by any mutual people.
Are they following Comic Burrito?
No. Actually, no. They are not.
That's part of
that
the
is part of the thing. So I think we might have to pull the wheel back up.
Let's pull it out.
I did message them. I did message that they won the giveaway, but they are not following us back.
So just let them know, oh, you needed to follow, so we're moving on.
Shoot.
Yeah. Apparently it is 13. Because I have read issue 12. I was going back on my issues read list.
Cole making me second guess what I know.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Also, Cheez-Its are delicious. Side note.
I mean, in my house, we are a Cheddar Bunny family.
What the fuck's wrong with your family?
They're not good. I don't know. My wife got them.
We're doing it again.
All right.
I don't.
Nick doesn't care.
I don't like that. It's my giveaway. I don't like that at all. The whole purpose of the account, it's all I searched through, and it's all just retweets of giveaway things, and they weren't following back. So we're
That was
gonna.
one of the stipulations.
It was. You were supposed to follow back, retweet, like.
As long as chaos.
Oh my god! I almost won.
That was so close to Todd.
Oh, damn! So close.
Jackson. Oh, man.
Jackson.
I'm the man. Jackson. I'm the man.
Jackson.
Jackson.
I'm
the man.
E-man.
I'm just gonna check it right now and see if they are following us back.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's just do it first. All of a sudden, we see his DMs, and it's like, oh my god!
It's just
follows you right
porn.
there.
It's
just all porn. It's probably shouldn't
look
have
at
had it up on there. Follows us back.
That's always the weirdest when somebody like adds me and I just follow them back, and then my whole like feed is filled with porn. Like, you're no longer being followed by me.
It's the worst.
You mean
there we go.
You don't mean to do that? We might be using Twitter differently.
I think so.
No, this looks much better.
It's like when I found out Reddit has political stuff on it and things. There's world news on there. Did you know that? That's weird. I thought it was basically like a YouPorn subsidiary.
Reddit has everything.
It's really confused.
Except for it might not have like weird stuff. I guess I've never looked for that.
No, it's got weird stuff.
Yeah, I've gone down some very strange Reddit rabbit holes.
Yep.
So
It's kind of their thing, is having weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
This is true.
In Brooklyn Nine-Nine, when he's like, I'll set you up with a forum where the cannibals are, and they're talking, and it's like, and it's hosted by Reddit? Yeah, you know it.
yeah,
The internet is for porn. It's why we have smartphones. And you've seen that infograph of like phones kept getting smaller and the screens kept getting smaller, and then all of a sudden porn was available and screens got bigger and bigger. And
yeah.
so
Now
good.
they're like, iPad
now
size.
now it's a tablet that you put in your pocket essentially. Oh, Nick took himself out of
Yeah. So I took a exam
controlling himself. Oh,
about computer stuff, and they called this would be considered a phablet, which is a phone tablet combo. That was
That's
a
what a
big
note is.
buzzword in like the 2012-ish area.
yeah, because the Note made that a thing.
Yeah, and I was just like, I like read that word and I was like, I don't think that's a thing, but
Yeah, it's a phablet. It's a phone tablet.
yeah, I know, I get it.
It's a phablet. See, they took the PH from phone, and they took the ablet from tablet.
I get it.
Put it together, and they made phablet, which it could also be inspired by PHAT, like when things were like fat.
Or if you use it exclusively for porn, it's a phablet.
Phablet. Yes. Oh my god.
Which is what I thought you said in the first place, and I was like, no.
I took an exam and it says this is a phablet.
Right.
That was from Reddit. Dude, can I borrow your phablet? No.
I was in your office Googling myself.
Yes. Oh, classic. Oh my god. Yes. Oh man. Phablet. And there we go. We got a new thing. I'm excited. Nick just left. I love it. Reddit is great chaos. Reddit really is like, I haven't been on Facebook for a long time now, and it's because of Reddit, because it's good enough.
My wife just got Reddit and was like, what are stuff that I can follow? And I was like, oh.
Everything. Oh, I said my wife handed me her phone and was like, put things on here that I want. And it's all like dogs with jobs, or nature is fucking lit. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, Nat apparently beat you to phablet.
That's what.
I mean, I don't know. You're on camera saying it. We don't know when these texts come in.
It's true.
Great minds, I guess.
You picked the wrong one, Nick.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
I should just close this one. This one's done.
There we go. Perfect.
Bam.
The up the nose view is what everybody wants.
Multiple view. Comic Burrito rated
Nick from Extra Angles.
Yeah, you missed the phablet earlier.
That's only on my OnlyFans.
Hey, he's already
right
in.
back in.
It's right back in.
Oh yeah, Mad Cave has its own subreddit, by the way.
Oh,
So
I'll give it. I might actually.
I'm gonna give that a sub.
they haven't posted anything in like a year, but
I can post things.
That's true. Yeah.
Mad Cave Studios. That's probably them. Why is it all porn? What the hell, man? I mean, thanks, but
It's gone downhill. It's gone massively downhill.
So
yeah,
what
it's been
kind
a
of a
while. This
character are
needs a
you currently
resurgence.
playing?
Just wait until we start doing the Mad Cave Talent Hunt calendar.
What
Jared,
month are you?
I would buy that for sure.
I would too. It would definitely be hanging up behind me.
Right there.
And it's just like Jared's going to be on, so I just flip
With
it to
multiple
Jared.
swords in his picture.
Yeah, I'd probably just cover up Doomsday Clock.
He's naked, but with swords.
It's like, well, there was a sword accident on my shoot. Unfortunately, can't pee normal anymore.
Stonie's in villainous underwear and like an
And a
open
top
hoodie with a mask on. Yeah, exactly. I can
this
see
beard
it.
goes all the way down, guys.
That's all you need. I can walk around with just the beard.
Poser says he'd buy a Mark London calendar because he's the sexiest man in comics.
I mean,
I'm not going to disagree. Fap Cave Studios. Thank you, Steven. I'm going to start that subreddit because I bet you that doesn't exist.
I am not getting a second series after that.
Hey, there's got to be a place for all the ton of weird commissioned hentai art from Mad Cave characters. It's got to have a home somewhere.
That's how you know where you made it, right?
Yeah, once you hit Rule 34 stuff, you know you're in. Yep.
Right.
I've never heard of that. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah, Rule 34 is if there's anything that exists, there's porn of it as well. That's an easy explanation. Have you seen what we've been talking about? That's like the tamest thing we've said so far. But it is. I do like the idea. Not that you're saying this or anything, but like an author is like, I'm most excited for number 1, and I'm also excited for my first scene it being drawn nude. That means I made it. It means it's like a thing for sure.
That's right.
I need to get creeped out, and then I'm all set. Oh shit! It's already. Oh man. Matt Cave doesn't watch. It's fine. We rep him enough. We're basically if we go an episode without talking about Mad Cave, it's probably been like 3 months ago. So back to important things. So in D&D, is Bard your favorite class?
It is. I tend to do variations of Bard. I mean, I have played other things, but
do you sing?
I do not sing. I play guitar.
Okay, but I like for your character, do you sing? Do you do limericks? Do you just play a guitar? Do you do anything RP for it?
Not a lot. I had some plans to, and then the group I'm with was like, "You have to play something other than Bard this time. You got to switch it up."
But they do everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm playing every class.
Exactly. And so I've decided that Bard's no longer a class, but a mindset. All of my characters are going to wish they were a bard of some sort. Yeah, I want to
right here all along.
Exactly. Yeah, I want a barbarian who actually wants to be on stage and do musicals, and you
could be like a metal bard because you're a barbarian.
Yes.
It'd be so dope.
You're the lead singer of Death
Tauren. Yeah. Yes. Oh man.
In my game, we have a halfling monk whose name is Elvis, and he is an Elvis impersonator. So and then we have a bard in our group, and he got so upset that he can't play shows every bar we go to because the bard's like, "Can I do that?"
That's awesome. You should make it a thing where you play your character for a while, and then you take one level of bard. Once you've earned it, once they finally did it, you're bestowed your harp or your electric harp.
Yes.
For your barbarian. Also electric harp, that definitely won't show up in the campaign.
Harpsichord.
Electric harpsichord? How do you carry that one around? Bag of holding, dunk. 800-pound harpsichord. Fuck.
It's got a 30-inch speaker.
Yeah, it can be like an Eberron campaign. You got some tinkering going on. You got some mechanical stuff. Electric harp, dibs on band name. Okay.
It's a good one. So yeah, I don't know what that'll look like with Jessie wanting to. She was like, I would try that, and I was like, all right, well, let's. Yeah, I don't. Said I know literally pretty much nothing about it, so
that's fine.
I just know that I'll probably. So the reason that I've never really done it is the same that I've never really gotten into to wrestling and stuff. Is that I just feel like I'm going to like it so much and it's going to just consume a large chunk of my life that I don't have to give. Like, like I'm just going to want to do it all the time. And something's going to like lose out. And
it definitely consumed my house for a little while. The kids were coming to decisions by rolling D20s. Like, they argued over something. All right, they're pulling out the D20 and they'll settle this. Yeah.
High or low, kids.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, maybe that'll improve things around here. I don't know. Maybe that.
I mean, once you get into it, you have like a flock. You could DM for like your family.
That was one thing that I've looked into. Really, was because I have 3 boys that are all probably old enough to do some simple campaigns and stuff. I would think. Rid of the kids, and you'll have time. That is true. That we often talk about, like,
simple solutions.
Someday when they're all gone, all the wonderful things we will do.
Yeah. My oldest is 16, my youngest is 10, and I told my wife the other day, I said, I thought about it long and hard. I don't think I'm ready for kids. I changed my mind.
Yeah, we'll send them back.
Yeah, return to sender. That's
they got to have a warranty of some kind,
right,
or
There is a starter pack, I'm pretty sure, at the Plainfield Mire for D&D, which essentially will run a campaign for you. There actually are a lot of pictures in D&D book poster.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures, but not like.
It's more like reading AD from.
I don't think I would enjoy
AD from.
I don't think I would enjoy DMing. I don't think I would enjoy that.
But you could.
I probably could, but I don't think that's what I would want to do.
I was like, I'm going to open up to the perfect page.
No, it looks like a gamer guide, like a gamer's guide or something. Like I just want to.
It's not like that.
I want to play the game. That's good.
And that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I do all the heavy lifting. Cole can attest. I've been working on this campaign that we're about to run for like basically all of time now. It feels like 2 months now? I've been just like pouring into it. It's been like basically my life setting up this world. It's my favorite thing. Because I love to set up a world where there's no like, you can just walk into it and it's ready for you. It's not like grab your hand, pull you through, and here's the story. It's all right, everything's set up. The world is yours. You're not forced to do anything. Go figure out what you want to do. And it can be just whatever the fuck you want to do. And I love that. But that also takes a lot of work to have everything in place that they can just move wherever they want. So I'm just stressed. But I'm excited.
So the real
I had
question...
a lot of fun getting my kids into it and how different directions they all took it. Like my oldest, she's the one that has like the 4-page backstory and every character is like traumatized to no end. And then my oldest son it's drow everything and everything's very serious and there's multiple layers to everything. And then my middle son, he will only play the weirdest shit. Like he'll open up the monsters manual and go, if I can't play this, I'm not playing. And they're like, that's an ancient dragon. I don't give a shit. And
that's what I want to be.
Now you're Dragonborn.
My youngest son is just total murder hobo. He doesn't care what it is. He wants to kill it. He doesn't care if it derails the story or gets the whole party. He wants to kill it. And then my youngest, who's 10, she wants to play house. She wants a job. She wants to start her own inn. She wants
That's so different.
Everybody gets a job, and So
you have a Batman, you have a murder hobo, you got a house, and that's great. And you've got the Nat. Nat's the same. Nat just wants to do the weird shit. Just like, I want to do this. I'm like, okay. Cool. I love it. Murder hoboing is both fun, and I love to punish it as a DM. Like, go ahead. Go murder everybody. See, that will catch up to you because eventually you're going to become basically a gang roving the streets. And people aren't going to like that at a certain point. Like, you murdered everyone we love. You made like 15 Batmen. It's going to catch up.
Every time I meet somebody who's into D&D, I have to suggest this book, and everybody loves it. Have you read Kings of the Wild?
Mm-mm.
It is about this older retired.
Is it a real book too?
It is like a real actual book.
Cool.
But it's about this group of adventurers that are older and retired, and they split apart. But they were like,
cool.
Adventuring parties were treated like touring bands, and so they had like groupies, and as they went from town to town. And one of them, his daughter's in trouble, and so he's trying to put the band back together, save his kid, kind of thing.
Nice,
and
that's cool.
They're all like old curmudgeons, and
so it's like reverse Witcher.
Yeah, right. But it's a great book. It's got a sequel, and every time I suggest it, everybody who's into D&D really loves it. So you should check it out.
Awesome. I like to actually read. So that sounds awesome. I'll always take that. Have you read Felix Gilman at all?
I don't think so.
The Half-Made World. That was the book that I usually recommend for, especially if you're into more of a steampunky, I like even more like an Eberron-esque thing.
Yeah.
The world building he does. I don't think it's the best writing in the world, but he builds such an awesome world that it's really fun to be in. So that's always what I recommend to people.
That's cool. I'll have to check that out.
Then he has a few other ones. He has one that is like a kind of a sequel-ish to it. It just goes off of a different character, but isn't set in the same world. And then he has another book that's called The Revolutions that's based in like late 1800s, early 1900s Victorian like London, and it's got a lot of like mysticism in it and stuff like that. It's really good. I love when people read other books too. I'm always the weirdo who reads books, not just comic
we're big
books.
Readers. Like my kids, I can't keep enough books in the house. We had to go digital and get Kindle Unlimited just because I couldn't buy enough books to keep them.
That's cool.
Books, so.
That's awesome. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Todd, King of the Wild is on KDL's ebooks.
Oh, cool.
In case you want it. Also, when I looked it up, the next recommendation was a book called Spank, which hit a schoolgirl bent over in a paddle being placed upon her butt.
Okay, yeah, send me both, but just for research reasons, don't worry about it.
Science. That's
might as well just send me both. I do like. I have a Kindle Oasis.
That was a New York Times bestseller, wasn't it? Spank.
Spank.
I
sounds
did
like
read that Chuck Blotnick book.
I was literally about to say
Snuff.
Yep, I was literally about to say Chuck. Yeah, that's great. It sounds like a follow-up to Fight Club.
Oh, well, he also had a book called Snuff, which was about a girl who does the biggest gangbang, and it's in the perspective of random guys within it.
This has just been one of those shows this week.
What the hell?
It's not...
Stoney. Stoney keeps us pushing that shit.
I mean,
we get those reports from YouTube.
Or am I on
what
later?
Are you gonna do? We had Stonie Williams on.
Yeah.
Am I normally in bed now?
Like I read Snuff. Spank. Names of Cole's mustache.
I mean, it's organic.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm so excited to be on the stream with 4 people from the cast of Clo.
Is that a real thing that's happening? I'm not sure.
Or is he talking about us? I don't fucking know. Because what character am I? I'll take... Oh, Mark Maron. Call it. Except you have the mustache. Damn it.
There you go. The Burrito After Dark.
It's the Troy and Abed in the morning. Nights. So we usually would talk about other comics at a certain point. What have you guys been reading? It usually doesn't take us an hour and a half to get to what have we been reading this week.
No, I know. I was really mad because I had really good intentions today to start reading Invincible.
I've heard that one before.
No, seriously. I had to work today, so I was like, I got time to get into this. And I got to work, and I got my Surface Pro out, and I pulled up Hoopla, and I searched Invincible, and my computer went, ba-doom, and it was like, hey, Nick, you have a low battery. And I'm like, no problem, computer, I'll plug it in. with the cord that I left at home.
No,
So I wasn't able to. Plus, there was more than one. I don't know if he's watching. If Ricky's watching right now.
There's like the Guardian stuff, I think, within Invincibles.
There
I
was
don't know.
There was 2 or 3 different volume ones.
I can just give you the first compendium to borrow if you want.
That would be easiest for sure, because I'll read that
on
faster
Wednesday.
than digital.
Just remind
anyways.
me if we go to the shop at the same time.
Yeah.
I read it Olive White Ash.
White Ash?
Yeah, it's a scout
White
book.
Ash.
It's kind of like
yeah.
weirdly, it's fantasy in like today's world in a way that like Kurt Vonnegut does that.
Modern fantasy.
Yeah, like here's like that one aspect of sci-fi in normal world.
Okay.
I really liked it. I also read the Detective 1027.
As did I.
I still didn't buy it.
You're not really missing anything, I guess.
And you're not.
I love.
I heard there was
1000,
something
1000.
that was important.
No, there's
maybe.
I would still
Going
read
forward.
it. I just wouldn't be like, what?
Yeah, you can probably wait 6 months if it's going to be on DC.
That's true.
I don't know if I'd wait. Okay, that's fine.
Well,
you do you.
it'd be-
Or just get spoiled. That's fine. You
Does
can
it
just do that too.
does it pertain to like metal at all, or death
No.
metal, or then-
Grant Morrison writes one.
Yeah, he does.
I think.
I mean, I'm sure it's very
good.
good. I'm sure it's very good. That's
Who'd you
fine.
say wrote the best one?
Marv Wolfman.
You're wrong. That's fine though.
You're wrong.
That was the one I liked the most. I think Scott Snyder's was the worst.
Wow.
Ooh,
I only said that because I
throwing
assumed
that
it's
hot
God's favorite.
fire. Yeah,
You know what I can do now?
I'm
You know-
okay. I'm like, fuck you. That's fine.
I can remove you from the stream really easily.
Disparaging Scott Snyder. My God.
That's
I feel like
blasphemy.
you hurt him too bad. He might not get work again. We need to be careful about what we say here.
Yeah, if you say bad things about Scott Snyder, yeah, he might.
What if that affects him negatively?
I
I
really
just
like the
backed his
Riley
Kickstarter, and I need
Rossmo
that to come in.
which I normally am not into.
What are you not into normally?
Riley Rossmo, I think that's his name.
Oh,
his
yeah,
art.
yeah.
But I really liked it in this story.
This conversation again, my goodness, when used properly, that art can be very evocative and very good. It does.
I think
It
as long
doesn't
as
have a
Alfred's
place
not
everywhere.
in the story, I'm going to be into it.
Okay.
He gives Alfred like a really long chin.
Yeah, which is fine. It's a look. Alfred can
Alfred
have
usually
a pointy
has.
chin.
He's kind of got a pointy.
Well, no, he usually has a pointy chin.
Yeah.
He
is like-
he does the the
Jay Leno
caricature
cartoon
version
style.
of it, which is fine.
See, I haven't seen it, so.
Oh, and Matt Fraction,
Who?
Oh, he's done a few things.
You know what they should do? They should have him write for Hawkeye sometime. I bet that'd be a good
He would
match.
be a great fit for Hawkeye.
That'd be a great match.
I don't. It'd probably just be Matt Fraction's Hawkeye or something fucking crazy
Yeah,
like that.
Something like that. You could probably switch between Kate and maybe there'd be a dog involved.
Oh yeah, or like his cat gets its own issue. That'd be dope. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Man, these are great ideas.
That's a good idea. They should.
How
do
are
that.
we not working somewhere?
Yeah.
We're
I
making
mean,
more money.
All I'm saying, Stoney, you can make
Man.
these things happen.
Right.
Like you just got to come back and talk about it.
Yeah,
and maybe
right.
send us a digital copy of it.
We're giving great stuff here.
Yeah.
Right, Matt Fraction's Hawkeye. What a
I'm
great,
taking
what a
notes,
great
like-
suggestion.
Remember when
redo
we
it.
had that idea? That was us.
We're in
Oh,
2020.
apparently Clown Hunter's origin was in that. I don't even remember it, and I
That's
read
the
it.
part that
Ooh.
matters. Okay.
No, that's fine. That's not a spoil. Like that's
Okay,
cool.
I'm like, that's the part that I was like, maybe you should.
Don't tell me what the origin is.
Okay, so he has this dog.
The dog can do a front flip, but not a back flip.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It seems like it'd be the other way around.
That's what
You
I'm
would
saying.
think a dog would be able to do.
Also, Tom King did a story in it as well.
I
Well,
really
now I
like
want it
the
less.
art in Tom King's.
Did
That's
you?
not Tom King though.
I know. I like the art
Okay.
more than I like his story, which is probably normally not on key for my thing.
I caught up on Dead
That's
Day
how I
too.
usually feel about Tom King books. Oh, I am historically the only person that I've ever met that I don't absolutely love Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I
Mr.
know.
Miracle
I'm
is-
just filling Stoney in on my rocky relationship with Tom King.
It's fine.
I like half of Mr. Miracle a fuck ton. I'm assuming you've read Mr. Miracle.
Me?
No? Yeah.
I started to. I don't think I finished it.
Oh.
Is it because you weren't really into it, or you just got sidetracked?
I got We'll say I got sidetracked. That's
that's what we'll say.
That's what we'll say.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. I also like Heroes in Crisis. So basically the internet hates me. I'm not a big Mr. Miracle fan, and I kind of like Heroes in Crisis. So I'm just
Why are there people that don't like Heroes in Crisis?
You know, I've seen a couple on Twitter that have not been the biggest fan. Yeah.
Should I ask? Do you think they'll?
Yeah, you definitely should.
You think they'll respond?
It is my favorite thing every time you post something Heroes in Crisis related. It makes me so happy because I'm like, oh, I'm actually going to look at the Twitter today. I'm going to see what's going on. This will be fun.
It's so easy, man. It's so easy sometimes.
They do make
there was a very articulate and well thought out debate on this last round between two different accounts about Heroes in Crisis and why it was either really good and or why it wasn't. So it was a fun read. I just I don't get that deep into stuff where I can let all those little things totally ruin a book or a series for me. Like, I kind of like to live in the moment, issue to issue, and stuff can come back and it's cool little shout outs and stuff, but some of the things that they were complaining about, I'm like, really? Like, just like things. Like, just
Speaking of liking things, I talked about this on Wednesday, but I just fucking love it too much to not mention. Fucking Old Haunts is so goddamn good. Jesus Christ.
I need to read that.
Yeah, you fucking do. It's going to be one of those that you'll get the trade and you'll be super happy because it's going to read so well. As like all 5 in a row. It just goes. Have you gotten to see this? This has been villainous time. So during COVID, have you gotten to check out Old Haunts at all from AWA, Stonie?
No, actually, I just recently, like this past week, became aware of AWA.
Oh, you're in for a fucking treat. Start with Hotel.
Hotel, okay.
It is a horror book, though.
You want to start with that?
Do you like horror books?
I mean, I'm starting to. There weren't anything I gravitated to before, but especially with Vault stuff. Like, I just finished the review copy for Autumnal.
Oh yeah. Old Haunts,
which I think that comes out this week.
Yeah.
Old Haunts is it kind of jives between a horror book and like a crime suspense novel feel, except there's no exposition in it. There's no narrator, there's no omniscient character speaking. It is just art and dialogue. It's one of those times when, a lot of people will be like, wow, this really seems like it's set up for a movie. Mm-hmm. This feels like they are storyboarding a movie, but who
wrote it?
It is Rob Williams and Ollie Masters. It's the
Robin Williams?
Robbie Williams. Rob Williams. Ollie Masters. I just mixed up Rob and Ollie. Ollie Masters, Rob Williams, Lawrence Campbell is the art, Lee Luffridge does the colors, and Sal Cipriano does the letters. Because, man, he does 7 out of 8 AWA titles. Mm-hmm. But then, in each of the, in every single AWA book, they do this screen a few pages in where it's like the credits and all that. They'll put the title and then they'll put who does it and everything. And all of the art is either this really just gritty, awesome, just single colors, or this really just kind of old school crime feel, but the colors and everything are amazing. It looks like it's fucking radiating off the bar right there. I fucking love it. And I love that there's no exposition. It's amazing. Yeah, it's a gangster horror novel. It's great. So that's another one I read this week that I just can't get over. I'm loving it, and it's a 5-parter. So, and it's at 4 right now.
I'm still trying to get through Mark Waid's Flash. I think I have I'm real close. I know I'm real close to the end. I'm at 158, I think. So I might only have like 1 or 2 left to go.
You're like there.
Yeah, I'm right there. And then this guy, Yehoff Yawns, I think, took over after that. And apparently his flash run is pretty good too. So I might just keep going.
Yeah.
Huh?
Does Rebirth start right there?
No, it'd be New 52.
New
Jeff
52.
Johns is called Flash Rebirth. His run is called Flash Rebirth.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But
it's
not
not
like Rebirth.
It's not Rebirth. Yes. It's not confusing at all.
Thanks, DC.
I mean, technically, that might be a Jeff Johns issue at that point.
No, yeah. Because he's like, well, I really like this name.
Yeah.
Make it a whole thing. I'm a genius. I'm going to double dip.
So I'm gonna go through that. I've started to actually read some of my Ice Cream Man books that I've been spending way too much money on.
Speaking of awesome horror books to get into.
Yeah. If you like Ice Cream Man, then you will love Hotel.
Which have you read Ice Cream Man, Stonie?
I missed out on that too.
It's really good. It's really good. Really good horror stuff. It's very Twilight Zone-y, only like very mature and like.
And every issue is itself, so you could just pick up any issue off the shelf.
You could start from the most current one and just start pulling.
Yeah,
I found out that up until Nick started grabbing
Image.
it, I was the only person getting it at our shop.
Maxwell
Yeah,
Price.
that's weird.
Yeah, right now you and I are the only ones pulling because I just finally jumped on and have
Which is
been
nuts.
devouring books on eBay, and they are
Especially
going for way
books
too much
going
money
for
now.
so much money they're going for. My God,
It's just stupid. Some of them are really dumb.
You'll get this is like the first issue cover.
Well, you
Very
won't find that.
looking. No, you're not gonna find that. But I'm just.
I
Showing
mean, you
kind of
can, but there's one. I was gonna actually check. There was one that's selling for $205 for a number 1, and it pisses me off because like less than a month ago I had one in hand for $80, and I was like, that's too much. It'll go down, and it is just skyrocketed. It's one of those.
Do you have issue 20?
And then I don't have the one
two of
that
them.
you're. It's not the one that to really show, but if you have that, it's a Dr. Seuss like child story themed. There's 4 stories really that goes through it, but there's 3 like children's books that they do a play on. So like, Good Night You, and like they do like a redoing of the. And then there's the actual those are the physicals
that's
you want.
20B, and that's 20. That's second print, and there's a third printing that's the Lorax cover that I'm really excited for too.
Oh, wow.
But they're
really great.
cool covers. Yeah, they're fun.
And then the story's super awesome because each issue is like something different.
But it is one of those that like you get to those last pages and you're just like,
fuck.
Ugh.
I just read this again today. I've read it a couple of times already. Villainous.
Oh, I read that
Mad
today
Cave?
too.
I read that
really good.
With the chainsaw.
I finished that about what's the time? About 2 hours ago. I finished that for
writer is Stonie Williams.
It's Stonie.
It's Stonie.
Stonie. It's Stonie.
Stonie Williams.
That is a beautiful name.
Stonie Williams. Yeah, there you go. You can now when people ask you like, they're like, "Hey, it's Stonie Williams," you'd be like, "No."
Didn't you see the Comic Burrito interview?
That's right. Yeah.
And they're like, "Who?"
Yeah, 1 hour and 48 minutes into it, I told
watch
you
the
how
whole thing.
You gotta watch
it.
You gotta watch the whole thing. It's a deep cut.
Yeah, it's a real deep cut.
I've been enjoying Vampire the Masquerade. I think it's also a full book. That's really good.
That's right. That's a thing too. That's awesome.
I'm an old school vampire fan. So,
what's your favorite vampire story?
Like at all? Like
in general, and also we can talk about Philadelphia.
Oh, thank you.
It's got to be Twilight, right?
Yeah, obviously.
It can be. That's okay.
I mean, the Batman's in it.
Yeah.
Technically works.
Do you think Twilight will like gain anything from Pattinson? Do you think does he get some legitimacy later on, or is it just gonna stay what it was?
That's an interesting idea. But do you have a favorite? Do you have a thing that like your favorite like vampire thing is?
It's gonna be Lost Boys.
Oh man,
Like I love vampires, so it's hard to tell, hard to like pick one. Like I was a huge Buffy fan, Buffy Angel, and
I'm gonna go watch it right now.
My kids and I
so
just made them watch the original Buffy movie like 3 days ago.
awesome.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I forgot how many people I knew were in it. Like Hilary Swank and Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is an extra. Like,
yep, that's just crazy. The transition to TV, everyone was like, oh, the cast is like. It was like I remember people talking about how like it's almost disappointing, but now they're just so like ingrained as those people. I couldn't imagine it being anybody else.
Yeah. But Lost Boys is still one of my favorites. So.
Easy.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's
a very good choice.
Comic book, though.
Comic book. Vampire comic book.
Have you read Philadelphia?
I heard amazing things, but I have not picked it up yet. Like, all I hear is how bad I need to pick this book up.
Yeah.
Dude, if you like vampires,
really
holy shit. You'll love it. I'm so excited. Okay. Whenever you read Philadelphia, you can come through for a traditional drive through burrito, usually 15 to 30 minutes. You can come on, rep whatever your second printing of Villainous, and then we can also talk about Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. This was like a drive-through, but you like ate it in the parking lot and but you had too much to eat and you fell asleep in your car.
You had to like wait to cool down.
It happens. Right? That happens to you guys too, right?
Yeah. Woke up hungry and again.
Yeah.
I was about to say Bleed 'em Dry is another one I was reading. Bleed 'em Dry.
Yeah. Vlad? It's not traditionally a vampire book, but it's that guy. Have you read that one from Scout? Vlad Dracula?
No.
Because it's Vlad.
Right.
But it's when he's the Impaler.
I haven't read that one
the
yet.
First one. Now that you say that,
it's like watercolor art. All the issues are oversized. I haven't read the third one yet.
I have been so scatterbrained. Like the last week, Justin Brown.
Who?
Birch, is that a kind of tree?
like the tree?
Like a white ash?
Wow, there's so many layers. Or so many rings, if we're talking trees.
Did I tell you guys I cut a tree down with a chainsaw earlier today?
Yeah? Feels good, doesn't it?
That is so manly.
It is really manly.
I mean, it was a battery-powered chainsaw, so it was less manly, but like...
Doesn't matter. It's still cool.
Did it.
It's still cool. It's still cool.
You need are you saying because it's not gas-powered, it's not manly? Whatever.
I mean, there are people in this world that might say something like that.
Well, how many times are you using it a year?
Those people are obnoxious.
This is the first time I've used it, and I've had it for 2 years.
See, that's when battery-powered is definitely the way to go.
If that's the case, then it's not manly unless you do it with an axe. Gas-powered, fine. Cool. You had to use a chainsaw? Oh.
That is it's like when it comes to manliness, it's like, doesn't matter using a chainsaw. It's really
you had to use it. Yeah. Or just like a saw that you got to like pull back and forth with two guys.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know another guy that would come and help me saw down a tree.
I would if
I'll come help you saw down a tree.
6 foot saw and we can stay socially distanced.
Yeah. 6 foot saw. We can take our shirts off. We can take our shirts off and cut down that tree. It's fine.
I mean, I'm coming shirtless either way.
Yeah. Like guys do together sometimes.
Like guys do when they hang out.
Yeah. Just normal guy stuff.
Cue the lumberjack song, right?
Yes.
No, vampires are one of my favorite things. That's actually, what was it? We had a thing where we did either a giveaway. Oh, it was a Philadelphia giveaway. We said, "What's your favorite vampire story?" Mine's Buffy. I can't help it. I'm a sucker. Buffy Angel, technically. I whenever I watch, I have them both, and I watch them chronologically when I go through them because I can't help it. I love the crossovers.
I was just saying this the other day. I love to watch it every few years because I get something different out of it. Like I identify with different characters and I think different about their choices they make when I watch it. And
I'll hate Cordelia one time and then I'll just love her bitchiness the next time. Like I'm just like
depends on your mood.
How I'm feeling, yeah.
When it was first on, I loathed Buffy. Like I couldn't stand her. I was all about the side characters.
Oh, I mean Xander Willow all day long. Like yeah, especially when it was like new and coming out. Yeah, Buffy was just like, wow, you were really dramatic for somebody that is dope as hell. Like you were given superpowers and my life's hard. Oh, I don't want to go fight vampires and be superpowered and jump really high and come back from the dead. It sucks. I'm like, shut up. It's so cool. Right. Some of us have to be normal people. And then now I'm growing up and I'm looking back. I'm like, oh, she's just being a teenager. It doesn't matter how good your life is and what you got. Teenagers,
right? Yeah.
Being a teenager sucks.
And then later, when she had to like get a real job, and I watched it again as an adult, I'm like, oh, I feel that. Like,
in the fast food shop job and stuff. Oh my god, so good. Do you have a favorite episode of Buffy? And why is it once more with feeling?
That's not funny. My kids know every word. Once more with feeling. We used to have karaoke parties in my parents' living room. Once more with.
I went to the live showing where they do the Rocky Horror thing.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And stuff.
That'd be fun.
Once more feeling for the uninitiated is the musical episode in season 6 or 7. It's whichever 6. Joss Whedon wasn't a part of the entire season except for Once More with Feeling, and he was devoid from the rest of it. Which is why it's the only good episode from that season, along with being the best one ever.
Beneath You, season 7, episode 2.
Yeah, that's
the church scene at the end.
Yeah,
with Spike. I cried.
Spike, oh my god!
The only time I've ever cried at live TV.
He's one of the most tragic characters.
Yeah.
Like, man. Oh, fucking Spike.
Right? And that's just talking Buffy. Like, we go over to Angel, and my favorite episode has to be, like, the last one. Like,
we can see it, Todd.
That's not possible.
It's weirdly shaped.
This is
like a cowboy hat.
We can see it, and you should get that checked.
Yeah.
I thought we were all wearing pants.
You need to get that looked at. I don't want to alarm you, but like soon.
Head out. Yeah, no, Beneath, yeah. And I was a musical theater kid growing up. So Once More with Feeling is always like I can't help it because it's like, oh my god, it's my thing, and then it's my other thing where I'm like nerdy on both things.
Yeah. Actually, I recorded that on VHS because my parents were out of town. I think my stepdad had a band practice that night, so I was in charge of recording it. And I didn't set the timer for long enough, so right before her and Spike kiss at the end, like they're coming towards each other, and then it cut out. Oh no! I thought they were gonna kill me. I was like, oh my god!
That's back in the day where like that's your shot to see it.
Yeah.
Like you're waiting for the season to end and them to do like a marathon to get to see it the second time, which man, fuck those times. That was a rough time. Like you miss something, you're fucked. You're hearing about it. You're
no DVR.
Yeah. Like, yeah, there is no nothing. It's like you better hope.
In high school, I dated a girl whose parents had a TiVo, and I was like, this is the future. You can just pick a TV show and record it? That is insane.
Holy
and now
shit.
that's just everything.
You can like go to the you can just pause it and go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like
not during the commercial breaks. You can fast forward through the commercials.
Yeah. It's amazing.
All right. Nick has officially stifled at least 2 yawns that I've noticed.
I'm getting there.
He's going.
I cut a tree down with a chainsaw earlier today.
It's a midnight. Well, we're gonna let the old man Nick say goodnight. At Chaos Comics, Todd has a Buffy balloon boner. Does that take care of your balloon animal craving? So, if you want to understand everything that has to do with that thing, you should join our Discord, which is in the description.
Absolutely. Yes.
It will fill you in why there's balloon animal boners. Literally was a topic of a conversation earlier. So
I missed that. I'm pulling it up right now. I don't know what that's all about.
You're pulling up what right now?
I'm pulling up the balloon animal. How to balloon animal. Hold on, this is all just pictures of Cole's wife. Hold on.
Wow, both of those brought it up. That's interesting.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Teresa, this is the one time Teresa's watching.
She's like, pretty soon you're just gonna see a hand come in and just smack Cole.
At this point, she's probably sleeping. It happened in the first hour. She might have heard the one about like, why do you have that?
You can just tell her it was my idea, and she can just hate me more.
I mean, I can just tell her it was my idea. It's not that big of a deal, I don't think.
That's true.
I thought it was pretty funny.
You guys came over for wrestling that one time, and she was like, "Oh, you're not that actually crazy about wrestling. These people are."
Yeah. Like, oh, you don't jump up and stand? You're actually normal when you watch it? All right, this isn't as weird as I thought it was.
My boy won. What are you going to do? Anyways, so thank you, Stonie, for joining us. One more shout out to where they can find you and what you're repping, since the last bit of the Drive Thru Burrito was not so villainous.
Bald Bearded Bard across social media. Villainous comes out October 14th and November 11th. You can get that on at your local comic book store, and it should be on Comixology as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
Thanks so much, you guys. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Tons of fun. You're welcome anytime. Anytime you got something, or even if you don't have something coming out, you want to come hang out, let us know.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for getting wrapped up with us. I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
I'm Stonie.
Yeah.
This is Comic Burrito, a live stream. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.